Good morning and welcome to Beorn at Home MK3. We're here. We're doing it again. And we have got another fantastic workout for you today. Sorry, I just got... So let's run through it. So today's workout, we are going to kick this off with maybe a variation of Cindy. So if most of you are at home, you probably don't have a pull-up bar to use. So what we're going to do is just simply sub the pull-ups out for sit-ups. So it's a 20-minute AMRAP, 5 pull-ups, 10 push-ups, 15 squats. We are going to sub our pull-ups for either sit-ups or bent over rows if we've got a dumbbell. So we'll run through those in a sec. Just going to go and grab my coffee and then we can have a little warm-up and just make sure we've got everything in view. Yeah, that's got perfect there. Got a little dog helper. So over there. Getting comfy again. I think as we go through this morning, I'm going to do one round of each. So I'll do a round of pull-ups, and then I'm going to do a round of sit-ups, and then I'll do a round of bent over rows, just to give everyone an opportunity to see those movements as they happen. With the push-ups in this workout, that's normally the crux for most people. So it's going to be a good idea to either pace those out. Doing sort of 6 and 4 is what I'm going to shoot for. My push-ups haven't been great recently, so I think that will see me about right. And then the squats, just going to move through those, just try and keep going to go through those squats. The other option on the push-ups would just be to do fewer of them or scale them. If you've got a chair, table, sofa, or something at home where you can elevate the hands, that would be ideal. That's better than doing them on the knees. Okay, so that will serve you better long term if you can elevate the hands. If you haven't got something for today, you need to scale those push-ups, either scale the number or you can do them on the knees. But do try and find yourself a suitable chair that you could use for push-ups just in the future going forwards, because that will obviously be better than just doing them on the knees all the time. Oops, quiet. Good. Well, I'm going to get my coffee holder. Oh. There's no point in being over my board, is there? No. This way. Maybe I'll turn the CrossFit Beorn studio round and have it. Yeah. And then we can just have it round the other way and then have it on the board, but it's not as easy for us to work out over there. Right, let's have a general warm-up and then we'll go through the movement in the workout. So if at any time you get any questions, just ping them in the live chat on the side. Obviously, I'll get those answered before we start the workout. If you're watching this back, any questions, it's a fairly simple one. Most of you, I think you'll be all right, but obviously feel free to either ping me a message or just make a comment. In fact, don't comment on the YouTube video because I'll probably see it in about 3 days' time. So just ping me a message if you have a question. Okay? And let's take the arms around big circles. Yes, lots of clicks going on there. Okay, good one. Let's go one forwards and one backwards. And switch direction on one. I think I'm like an old car this morning. There are rattles everywhere. Okay, just bring your hands up to your chest. Rotate one. Hands on the hips. Round in big circles. And back the other way.
One.
Go through 10 leg swings on each side. It's good for you.
Yeah.
Back in the Bristol doing level 1. And he goes, right, 10 leg swings. He goes, right, no one touch the floor. Touch the floor, it's burpees. And Miranda just turns around to him and goes, can you do it? He goes, yeah. She goes, well, you show us first. It's like, It's like, okay. He goes, well, obviously he gets it. It's a bit wobbly by the end, just I think from pressure. All right, cool. So, if you've got a weighted dumbbell, you're probably going to find, if you're bent over those, that doing one on each side, or one arm at a time here, pulling up to the chest, 5 on one side, then I'll switch. And do 5 on the other. Okay. If you find that obviously bracing with the hand helps keep your body in a better position for that, and it stops the shoulders rolling as you're pulling, you might find that beneficial. Obviously, we say when we're doing something with one dumbbell. Sorry. The emphasis is on working the core. Well, on this movement, obviously, our emphasis really is on that pulling movement. So if you've got a heavy dumbbell and you can perform the movement better by taking a brace here as you go through the movement, then that's fine. Typically, if we did a single arm bent over row as a strength exercise, we'd either do it on a bench or with a hand sort of on a box or something as we went through those rows, okay, to put the emphasis on the pull and not necessarily on the core, okay? So just something that you might want to bear in mind as we go through this. Okay, so that would be for our bent over rows. The other option is to do an abmat sit-up. Obviously, you may not have an abmat. You can either use rolled up jumper or something, just place it in the small of your back. That should then give you enough support to actually crunch up with the abdominal muscles here, as opposed to just pulling up with the hip flexors. So if you tuck your feet underneath a dumbbell or a sofa, or get someone to hold them, you need a very good friend to hold your feet for every set on this 20-minute AMRAP. But there you go, you might have one of those. Then typically it's just more using the hip flexors and the abdominal muscles are there, just basically doing an isometric hold to stop your body flexing as you go using abmat, actually crunching the muscles as you come up, and then it's actually activating them and using them. Okay, so I'll just run through a couple. Put my abmat here, just put the soles of my feet together so my legs butterflied and touch the ground above my head. Bring the hands up over the top of my head. And then just touch my toes at the top. I'm also looking to get my shoulders here, over my hips. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay.
Is that fun?
So if we want to go through these, I always find, I don't know why it's the left foot, but my left foot always just tries to sort of wriggle up off the ground when I'm doing that sit up. So for me, my focus is going to be to try and keep both feet down on the ground as I sit up, okay? And we like throw the left foot a little bit, so I'll probably just do those a little bit slow and just focus on that. And finally, if you have got a pull-up bar, then pull-ups, or you might have a set of rings where you can do ring rows. If you're doing that in this workout, you want to make it as tough as you can. So if you have managed to get yourself some rings, your pull-ups, then what you want to do is have the bottom part of the ring here, I'm not sure if you can see that on there, at the same height as your hip bone. Okay, that's the knobbly bit. So these would be too high for me currently for ring rows. So that's now a little bit low, but I think we'll be able to work with that. And just drop the other one down a little bit so it's the same height. Good. Get the straps to the top. Then I can hold on to these. I'm looking basically to try and get my feet as far underneath that bar as I can. So that obviously it's putting as much weight on the shoulders. So if I were to do my ring rows here, okay, I'm not going to find that too hard, and doing 5 of those is going to be fairly easy. If I take my feet all the way under here, like so, and do my ring rows, that's going to be a workout. Okay, I feel that after about 3 of those things. So, really got to think when you're doing ring rows. You've obviously got to think about the movement just a little bit, just so you can maximise it and get the most out of it. There's absolutely no reason why you're not going to get this good workout after doing that, if you are some pull-ups. Okay. Good times. Right, push-ups. Okay, we'll just go through now. Let's go through 3 rounds of Cindy. I'm joking. We'll just do a steady round of Cindy, and then when we start up, what we'll do is we'll just do, obviously we can just make sure we're going through our first couple of rounds at a nice moderate pace. That way it will stop us getting too excited and trying to set an unachievable pace. So I think a good pace for this is obviously around a minute. Doing sort of over 20 rounds is good. If you're very elite, you do sort of 30 rounds. Is sort of the max I've seen. Well, over 30 I've actually seen someone do. But for that, you're looking for around every 40 seconds. So that's pretty quick. And you've got to be booking it on the squat. So I think around every minute is pretty good goal, good pace. So if you do that first round 30 seconds, alarm bell should start ringing. I'm going too fast. Okay, that happened to me the other day. I did a workout. I looked at the clock and I looked at Jack, who's coach, and I went, that was too quick. Yeah, so I literally just stopped for about 15 seconds just to get my pacing back on track. All right then, push-ups. We'll just go through a few of those, make sure we've got our full range of motion. Doing hand release push-ups on this. Do hand release push-ups then. Legs just disappeared. So, yeah, let's do hand release push-ups. Just for fun. Make sure we're going all the way down. You've got to make sure you don't worm back up though on a hand release. So, obviously, when you release the bottom, when you go down here, take your hands off, and press back up again. So you've got to try and hold the hips and knees off the ground at the bottom. So here I'm balanced on my toes and my chest. You can see there's nothing touching down here. And then as I press back up again, I'm keeping the hips and the knees off the ground. I'm not sure if you quite saw that. Let's do that again. So just tell me, nice and tight here. Okay, so again, hand release, come down to the floor, chest touches, hips and knees are off the ground, press back up again. Okay, that's what we want to see. We go through those. Cool. And then I'm just going to run through 10 air squats to make sure I'm happy with those. These are. The gazillion squats, might as well have some, let's have my lifting machines on. Right, water. Round counters.
Space.
You're going to need that 5 pull-ups. It's a bit chalk all over the floor, isn't it?
Now pick it up.
All right, let's get ready.
There's a feeling I can't evade, rising when I'm afraid. Will we ever live again? So many things to reveal. Hesitation coming around again.
Just having a clock malfunction. So I'm just going to use the timer on my phone. Move that back, it's bad. There we go. Okay, is everyone ready to go in 10 seconds?
Running around again.
3, 2, 1, go! Release themselves.
You look away, just let me go. You gotta stop forgetting me. It's your you tell me something now. I'm a fool. I know you want to keep things cool, but I won't have you this time. Wasn't easy, but I held your ground. Still I get nothing honest from you. Excuse me, but I'm buying into your need. You don't need to bother me tonight. This you can understand. What do you think you're gonna down? That I knew was coming your way. So you think you're better than everyone else? But I seem to this wicked game is for sure. How can we? Everything good, but it's all about just saying when you walk in bed. Close your eyes, gonna drink your eyes, gonna know you're so just wanna say no someday, but we got Explore every time you go into the door. After you, we always end up on the floor. We know that push the party to the core. I got you. You think that I'm ready to go. I'll take a second and then be back again. Closer, I feel the drink in my drink. You're the one who's so good. Just wanna stay close, don't take That don't usually fall for someone. I don't even care where I'm from. You're on my mind, and you know I'm broken, but you're not a guy, I'm a mind singing this. I'm not afraid of heights into the sound. Maybe I'm one. It's too much to calm me down.
Nearly halfway.
Cold eyes, the same price. We won't be getting any closer. We're supposed to live young, young and free. Thought that we never be me. Hoping that you see what we could be before we throw it all away. And cry for taking your blood. Always thought that we would get it right. We've been fighting 9 to 5. Always thought that you'd be by my side. Amen. Shouting, bringing up all of our mistakes. What we have done. We're supposed to be young and free. Thought that we never be me. Hoping that you see what we could be before we throw it all away. And cry for forsaking both of us. Always thought that we would get it right. We've been fighting 9 to 5. Always thought that you'd be by my side. Ashes to ashes, falling alone, leaving to its own demise. Ashes to ashes, where do we go? Yeah, where do we go? The cry for taking both of us. Always thought that we would get it right. We've been fighting 9 to 5. Always thought that you'd be by my side.
Last 5 minutes.
Feels funny for lips. Something about when you look at me. Just every time I see your face. It's just
9 seconds to go.
you're the same. 'Cause I just wanna get to know you. For the last time, I keep talking about what's wrong with us. You can tell me everything.
Okay, you go. 10 seconds. Set. Time. Good times. So there you go, that's a workout. That timer off. Grab myself a bit. Put my cards. There we go. So, as predicted, the push-ups get tricky. No surprise there. I think that just, like I said at the beginning, either manageable sets. For me, that's 6 and 4. Took a little rest there. Whew, right. Or just scale the number down that you do. The best way to get through that. Other than that, obviously I was mixing pull-ups, sit-ups and bent over rows up. So it's hard to comment, but no one really gave me that much bother. I think with the bent over rows, they do just take a little bit longer, and with the sit-ups, if you remember, I said I can try and focus on keeping my left foot down, which I can guarantee I'll focus on for the whole workout. I didn't do it though. Certainly the first rep each time I'd get down, I'd sit up and I'd go down my foot. So I let that slip a little bit. Other than that, push-ups went as well as I was expecting them to, and the squats, that was the other thing. They're fine. Probably could have tried doing those a little bit quicker, but next time, hey, set pace first and then go. Well, thanks for taking part this morning, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it and you got a good little workout in. First of many 20-minute AMRAPs I'm sure we'll be doing. It's a nice time frame to work out this time, isn't it? Cool. So remember, if you've got questions, then just let us know. Somehow contact me. You've got my number, probably on Facebook, email, any of those. But like I say, phone is the best form of contact. So have a great day, and we'll see you again tomorrow morning.